For the next 2 days, we'll be exploring the high Tatra mountains in Slovakia. Straddling the border of southern Poland and Slovakia, this alpine paradise is known for its dramatic peaks, glacial lakes, and endless opportunities for adventure.
So beautiful. I can't get over it.
We'll take you along 2 incredible hikes that showcase the best of this stunning region and its challenges.
I knew it. Where Becky is not the peak. She just pointed to something that might be. For this point, I'm not even sure anymore.
Join us as we share why this adventure became one of our all-time favorites with tips to help you plan your own journey to the high Tatras. This morning, we woke up and had breakfast at our B&B and hopped on a 30-minute train ride to get to starry Slavkovský. And now we are gonna go on a 7-mile hike to one of the peaks in the mountain ranges. But to get there, we're gonna take a cable car up part of the mountain and then we're gonna start hiking. And I can't wait to go into this mountain range and see some epic peaks.
Quick side note, while there are bigger cities closer to the mountains, they can be a bit pricey. So we decided to stay 30 minutes outside the main areas in the charming town of Bystrá. Luckily, these towns are well connected by a convenient train system and we got a 3-day pass for just €8 per person. We also booked our funicular tickets online for €15 each, which was a little cheaper than buying them in person for this adventure.
Not even 5 minutes away from the town. It's just completely empty. And it feels like we just got dropped in the middle of a forest. It's supposed to be a sunny day, but we still put our rain jackets because we heard the weather could be unpredictable, so better safe than caught in a rainstorm in mountains. Looking forward to this hike though.
We made it past the easy part. So the first mile is like this flat, very gradual incline. But now we're going up this way to the peak. And it says it's about a 4-hour and 30-minute hike up to the top. And you're gonna be exposed. We got our sun hats on. We got our sunscreen on. We got loads of water. So I'm ready for it to get intense. Let's go. We can finally see where we're going. All the way up there. So we have a ways to go. So far the trail's been very nice, pretty steady up, like really clearly well marked and everything. Some stones, some flat paths.
I've been on a bunch of hikes and it's always just so interesting how we started down there this morning. These mountains from far away looked huge. It's like no way we would climb up those. Here we are, we're going to a peak.
Mini snack break. This hike got a lot more exciting. It's a lot more like boulders. We went over our first boulder field. That was a small one, but it's been really fun climbing up these rocks.
We just had to check all trails because we were unsure if this is a trail, but look at it. It's just all rocks, very narrow and large boulders.
And that was a fun little part. It got really steep and you had to like crawl your way up. But now, looks pretty good for now. But that was a fun part. This is a fun hike. Dude, the views are stunning. Wow.
We just passed the faux peak, which is basically like you get up there, you think it's the top, but then you're like, oh no, we gotta go all the way up there still. Honestly, such a fun hike.
It is, and it hasn't been like too hard. Maybe we've been stopping a lot, but like it's been like a fun hike. It's been hard. There's a lot of rocks, so you have to be careful with like your footing, but overall, beautiful views, beautiful hike, beautiful day.
This hike definitely eases you into the hardness because it probably starts off as easier, then moderate hard, and then it just goes to hard. But the views, there's like a full panoramic already, so I'm excited to make it to the top.
Let's go!
These faux peaks are getting to me. I think this is the 3rd one, and I was looking forward just to going up to the top, relaxing, and then I saw this, and guess what? That's not even the peak either. It wraps around, and then there's another one we have to go up. It's starting to get to me. But wow, this hike is honestly just a lot of fun and challenging, so that's a balance of everything you want. I like to say that's the last one we have to do, but I know better than to get my hopes up and just get let down again. But wow, I am ready to be at the peak and enjoy all the views we can already see. But I'm looking for that full panoramic 360 at the top, so that's where we're going. I knew it. Where Becky is not the peak. She just pointed to something that might be. For this point, I'm not even sure anymore.
This last little bit, I think is gonna kick our butt. I hear it's like super steep and really rocky. And I'm like 99% sure that's the top. But, you know, I haven't looked at my All Trails map because I've just been following the signs, so I don't really know. I guess we'll see when we get to the top. Will there be another big mountain to climb? One more push. We're almost there. We made it to the top, and it is stunning up here. You can see so many peaks. You can see the tallest peak, which you can only get to by chairlift. I just love how everyone's just kind of lounging up here, just sitting back, laying down, eating snacks. And that's what we're about to do. Eat some lunch, take in the views, and probably get some cool pics. I'd give this a solid 10 out of 10. I swear, the camera does not do justice how high we are. It is so fun to see like way down at the bottom where we came from and how we're all the way up here. It was a hard hike.
Yeah.
It's not for everybody. I wouldn't say we're expert mountaineers. I would say we're pretty intermediate, but that was a fun, hard hike.
It definitely got to the point where Becky was like, Brandon, I didn't think you were gonna make it, but I pulled through. I knew I was. I was just kind of going at a leisure pace today. And we'll say when we did get to the top, I was a little beat, not gonna lie. Lunch re-energized me, and I feel 100% now and ready to go back down. This part's where the gravel starts, and we didn't really capture it because it sucked. It was just like sliding a little bit here and there, tired, we were almost to the top. But now you get to appreciate it when you're back to having energy instead of dreading the rest of the peak.
As we were coming down, I was realizing like what makes this hike so cool is that when you're on your way up, you don't see any of those peaks except for like a few off to the side. But when you get all the way up to the top, you just can see all these peaks everywhere. So it's just really cool. It's like hidden behind a blanket until you get to the very top of the peak. So I thought like down there was a good view, but up there is just like 10 times better. It's just, I didn't really think about it. I was too focused on trying not to fall down a mountain. Just kidding, I wasn't gonna fall, but you know what I'm saying. I was too focused on my feet.
And to give you a better idea, I thought that was the last peak, that was the last peak, and that was also the last peak. Little did my naive self know we went all the way up there.
So we're getting to the part of the hike that I thought was like the scariest, not the scariest, but it made my knees wobble. Sorry I didn't get to show you the first time. I was too concentrated on making sure I wasn't gonna fall and more people were around. Right here, there's like no give. You make a wrong step and you're going down. It's a long ways. What a champ. Good morning. We're back at it again. We are going to do a 10-mile hike today. And we're at Slavkovský Štít. I'm probably not saying that right. My Slavic is not perfect. We took an hour train ride to get here. And this is like one of the farther cities out, but it's also one of the biggest mountain towns. And this is where you can even do the Rizzi hike, which is the highest peak in Poland. But we are gonna go on this loop trail that goes around this mountain.
Today's hike is gonna be a little more interesting because when we woke up today, I feel like 7 hours was not enough and my legs are pretty heavy and sore.
Yeah, yesterday's hike ended up being 15 miles instead of 7 miles. Whoops. So, but this one is supposed to be less intense.
We'll see about that. I'm excited because it seems like it's gonna be more scenic with different waterfalls, and there's gonna be a ridge, so not quite a peak. Still difficult, nonetheless, I'm excited. And we're a little crazy for doing 2 10+ mile hikes back to back.
So far this hike's been very nice. Quite a few less people than yesterday. It's been really rocky and rooty, so you gotta watch your step. Very nice that it's in the shade, because today is a lot hotter than yesterday. But we're going up slowly. It's a fun one.
This hike has been nice so far because it's been a nice, slow, gradual up. But then we just peeked out into the valley a little bit. And the scenery is just a great way to like motivate you, feeling re-energized. I am a lot more tired than I anticipated.
And I love all the wildflowers that are around. Like this isn't even peak like spring, but there's still these beautiful purple flowers and blue flowers and butterflies. That's just really peaceful. All right, 3.1 miles into the hike, we have reached the bottom of almost the waterfall. I wouldn't say we're at the bottom of the waterfall. We got to our first tiny pond, and I think there's some more lakes up there, but we're gonna go up over the waterfall.
So we made the decision to not stop at the bottom for the snack break. Instead, we're gonna do the hike along the waterfall first, and then get a well-deserved break at the top.
The ascent has intensified, and I think there's a chain link part that we're about to go over. So this hike just got a little more exciting. All right, we're going up, but I feel like I don't need the chain, but it's there in case I do.
Famous last words. That was helpful. We climbed up next to the side of the waterfall. It was a lot of fun. I did not expect there was gonna be chain, but if you can see like that ski ramp in the distance, that's where we started from. And this hike has been a lot of fun. Definitely a slower pace than yesterday. I'm good with that. I like that slow pace today. We made it to the top and it's just awesome.
It's a beautiful lake. It's so clear.
It really is. Now we're in a valley in the upper part of some mountains and kind of just awesome.
Great place to eat some lunch.
Yeah. So let's get set up. I need a break, so this is perfect timing.
And as much as I'd like to jump in this lake, there's a very strict policy in this national park that you cannot go swimming or wading in the water to keep it pristine. So we'll just enjoy from a distance. But man, I bet it would feel good to jump in. I'm so witty. It's just so beautiful. Everywhere you look, 360, just gorgeous views. I love it. All Trail says we're at like 3.7 miles in, so we have about 1.5 miles of ascent to go. And I think it's gonna get pretty steep and hard, but I'm excited to keep going and see some other lakes along the way. Let's get hiking. Dun, dun.
I'm glad one of us are excited. Take a guess on who's more excited, Becky or myself. I'm excited, but I was like, hey, are we at least at the halfway point? She's like, nah. I'm like, oh. There's just something about doing 2 back-to-back long hikes, you know, it just adds up a little bit, but it's still a lot of fun nonetheless. Ow. So I found out where we're going. I think the Loop Trail takes us over those, I could call them a ridge. I don't know if they're peaks, but we got to go through there. And I'm not even mad about it because the view we're currently in is just amazing, like honestly. So gives it a little more energy before we do that hike.
Now the hike has taken us across the more boulder fields, which are always just fun to do. You know, you have to be very careful about your step, but I can see where we're going up. Brandon said you can see the long, slow line of people going up the peak, well, the ridge. So we're going.
We're almost at the part. It's gonna be straight up, but I can hear waterfall on the other side. So we're motivated. Let's do this thing. What did I sign up for?
We're 4.5 miles into the hike, and this is where the ascent has really started. So we're going up, 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 up. Luckily, these trails are also clearly marked, so it'll be pretty easy to follow the trail. Hey. I just like to be close to the ground, hunched over. But so far, not too bad. I think yesterday was worse.
Oh yeah, way worse.
Way worse.
we made it to the top. It wasn't that bad, and maybe that's just because we did yesterday's hike. We got up here, I was like, oh, nice. Where's the loop trail? And then I saw people climbing all the way up there. The difficulty probably is gonna get upped even more, but let's get hiking. This part of the hike has been a lot of fun because you're going up quickly, but it's like big steps. And you get up just like big rock after big rock after big rock after big rock. Like, look at all those. So many big rocks. Things are getting interesting. We have to go all the way up there, but there's a big gray cloud. Hopefully it doesn't rain. We're trying to go up the mountain as fast as we can. Rather not get caught in rain right now, so we gotta hurry.
And I won't say that I'm not a little like adrenaline rush, you know, it's pretty steep, a lot steeper than yesterday, I think. And the views are still incredible. So we're making our way up the mountain slowly but surely. It'll be rewarding to get over that hump and then just start to glide down. Except we might be falling down because I think the first part going down is pretty steep like this too. We're almost to the ridge. All right, I'm pretty excited now. My mood went from like really high, and then when we started to go up this cliff, I got like a little nervous and anxious. It looked like it was gonna rain, but I don't think it is. And I was just like, I need to get up, I need to get up. But now I'm relaxed, I'm in the zone, and I'm ready to go over a ridge. Yeah!
Let's go.
Let's go! We're here. I'm so excited to go over this. This is what the whole hike has been leading up to. You got it. Wait till you see the view.
Oh wow, that's incredible.
We made it, but now we gotta get out of the way.
Oh, sorry.
Wow. When you finish climbing the chains and you get over the ridge, there's this beautiful lake and these mountains everywhere. And it's so gorgeous and made all like the scary anxiousness totally worth it. This hike is incredible. And there's some more chains and people are coming up, so we have to get out of the way and go down. That was the hardest part.
I feel like I unlocked a second win, and I'm probably giving all the credit to adrenaline because that was just
awesome. It was so much fun.
Now we're going to descend relatively quickly. There's really not much space to hang out or do lunch because that peak was very small, and other people were trying to like get up and get through. So yeah, but luckily we got a lunch spot date down there somewhere next to the lake, so I'm looking forward to that. This was about as close as we can get to the lake without having to scramble a bunch of rocks, and I'm fine with that.
This is a perfect rock. Like, I feel so comfy right now. Like, there might be a chance I don't get back up. Just like chill out here. But it's so beautiful, and there's like barely anybody around us, which is so nice.
We're gonna quickly eat, and then we're gonna get back on the trail so we can finish up.
Lunch was a success, and now it's time to walk 5 more miles back through a valley. So hopefully there's no more rock scrambling. There probably will be, but hopefully it's just as enjoyable as the first part of the hike. Wow, it just opens up. You can see the fields in the distance. You can see another lake up here. Just such beautiful viewpoints all around. So we made it down past like the hard descent, and now it's more gradual, and we're starting to be surrounded by trees again, and it's just so green, and it's wild to think that we came from all the way over there and you can't even see it. 1 hour and 30 minutes to go. We made it down 15 minutes faster than what it said. Up, up. And honestly, that hike was really awesome. I enjoyed that. It got me like my adrenaline pumping. And I love that it's a loop trail because I got something in my heart for a loop trail. So much better than an out and back.
I'm tired, my legs feel heavy, my knee's starting to hurt, but I would do it all over again if I could.
Me too. Like, I feel like you can't go wrong picking any hiking in this area. All of them are top notch. But we're hungry, so we're gonna find a restaurant in this town, get some food, and tonight we have to pack up because we're leaving this area.
As usual, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Peace.